Welcome to the fourth chapter of our video tutorial series, where we continue our exploration of the Crossroad Generator tool for Unreal Engine 5. In the previous chapter, our focus was on building roads and exploring the features of the road generator integrated within the Crossroad Generator. We went through road generator settings to provide you with a comprehensive overview of the options available. We highly recommend watching the previous chapters to familiarize yourself with this tool. In this chapter, we will be discussing bridge modules and how to use them. We will explore all the settings in this module and learn how to build various types of bridge structures with our Crossroad Generator. Additionally, we will discover how to connect bridges with different road structures and seamlessly integrate them with landscapes. Let's begin by dragging and dropping the road generator blueprint into your editor. You can edit the road shape by dragging the spline points or extend the spline by holding the Alt key and dragging the end spline point. If you want to create a bridge module, go to the Road Generator menu and enable the bridge module. In the rollout menu, you can choose between two bridge types, a simple beam bridge or a truss bridge. Changing the road type parameter in the bridge module will automatically load a specific bridge mesh variation to perfectly fit the road type. Note that the gravel road type does not have a bridge module available. In total, you can choose between 6 main bridge types that you can further customize. You can enhance your bridge module further by adding other road modules such as curbs, sidewalks, guardrails, road signs, or power lines. Simply enable them in the Road Generator menu to customize your bridge module with even more details and features. This allows you to create a comprehensive and tailored bridge structure for your project. Let's delve into the bridge module settings and discuss each parameter and what you can do with it. Navigate to the bridge module settings, where you'll find 3 main menus for editing the bridge structure, pillars, and foundations. These settings provide you with the flexibility to customize various aspects of the bridge to meet your specific design requirements. You have the option to enable or disable each bridge feature separately, allowing you to tailor the bridge module to the specific requirements of your project. Let's take a closer look at the bridge settings. These settings are quite similar to the spline mesh settings we discussed in the third chapter of this tutorial series. The local offset parameter allows you to translate the spline mesh module locally to a desired location if needed. The roll parameter is enabled by default and lets you tilt the bridge on specific spline points, simulating road banking. Next is the Enable Scale parameter, allowing you to scale the module on the selected spline point. With the Enable Override Material parameter, you can globally override all applied materials on the module, even if the module has multiple materials. If you wish to override a specific material, not all of them, you can locate the mesh variation in the Advanced Settings section. Open the desired mesh variation in the Static Mesh Editor and change any material as needed. This level of detail and customization ensures that you have full control over the visual aspects of your bridge module. The last 3 parameters, mesh collisions, shadow casting, and culling distance, grant you the ability to optimize performance and streamline draw calls in your project. It's worth noting that all these parameters can be configured independently for each module. Now, let's explore the pillar settings. In this setting, you have control over the shapes and distribution of the bridge pillars. The first parameter, Variation Distribution, allows you to change the pillar mesh variations and their distribution across the spline. You can choose between single, random, or sequential mesh distribution. If you opt for single mesh distribution, you can switch between mesh variations using the parameter named Select Single Type. By adjusting the spacing parameter, you can control the distance between bridge pillars. Additionally, with the Start Offset parameter, you can offset all pillars from the spline point. This can be useful if the spacing parameter alone is not sufficient for your needs. In the Transform section, you'll find parameters for editing the global position and rotation of the pillars. If you want to rotate all pillars collectively, you can enable global rotation in the menu. If you're creating a bridge on a steep hill, it's essential to ensure that the pillars stay vertical. You can achieve this by locking their position to the vertical axis with the parameter named Lock Vertical Slope. This feature is particularly useful when dealing with uneven terrain, ensuring that your bridge pillars maintain a consistent vertical alignment. The Enable Override Material parameter provides the option to globally override all applied materials on the pillars, ensuring uniformity in their appearance. The last three parameters, mesh collisions, shadow casting, and culling distance, offer the flexibility to optimize performance and streamline draw calls in your project. It's worth noting that these last four parameters can also be set for the foundation bridge modules located at both ends of the spline, providing a consistent approach to customization and optimization across the entire bridge structure. The mesh variations of the bridge foundation modules are automatically assigned to specific bridge structures. However, if you prefer, you can customize these variations by switching them with your own meshes in the Advanced Settings section of the module. Now, let's demonstrate how to work with the bridge module and integrate it into the road structure, including the landscape. Begin by creating a simple road using the road generator. Adjust the position of the road above the landscape, and enable the bridge module in the road generator settings. Navigate to the snapping settings and disable road snapping to prevent accidental snapping of the bridge onto other elements. Drag and drop the Crossroad Generator into the editor and spawn some roads onto it by clicking the Spawn All Road button in the Spawning Road menu. Extend the spline by holding the Alt key and dragging the spline point. Move the end spline point close to the bridge module until the road automatically snaps to it. Adjust the road form to your preference. Repeat this process on the other side of the bridge. In some cases, the incoming tangent of the road may be inverted. No worries. Go to the snapping settings of the road and click on the parameter Show Snapping Points. This will show you which spline end point you are working with, in this case it is the end point. Go to the Advanced Snapping Settings menu and disable the parameter Invert Tangent at End. Refresh the spline by clicking on the Refresh button in the snapping menu. This ensures a smooth and accurate alignment of the road with the bridge structure. Adjust the road form again to your preference. The last thing we need to do is integrate the landscape with the road and bridge we have just built. The next step is to go to the landscape settings and find the parameter Deform Landscape and enable it. Initially, you may not see any changes because we haven't set up the landscape yet. To make it work, go to the landscape mode and create a new sculpting layer matching the name of the parameter in the road generator landscape settings. In this case, the name is Road. Create a layer named Road, and for now, delete all the other default sculpting layers in the landscape menu to ensure correct deformations on the landscape. Exit the landscape mode and return to the landscape settings of the road generator. Double-check that the name of the sculpting layer in the landscape matches the name of the landscape layer in the settings. Now, enable the parameter Deform Landscape again. You should now see the landscape deforming accordingly to the road, providing a seamless integration of the road structure with the surrounding terrain. You can smooth out any deformities by entering the landscape mode, selecting the smoothing brush, and applying it to the landscape wherever needed. Once you are satisfied with the result, you can proceed with building the road infrastructure. If you wish to enhance the overall look, you can enable more road modules. However, during the building or blocking phase of your project, it is highly recommended to work without all modules enabled. Enabling too many modules can significantly slow down your computer's performance due to the high demand on computing power. This approach ensures a smoother and more efficient workflow during the initial stages of your project. Thank you for watching this 4th chapter video tutorial, where we covered the bridge building features and demonstrated the use of the road generator within the Crossroad Generator tool. To delve deeper into its capabilities, I encourage you to explore all the tutorials available on our YouTube channel. These tutorials provide a step-by-step guide on how to use these assets into your projects. If you're seeking to elevate your environment and create stunning scenes, the Crossroad Generator for Unreal Engine is an indispensable tool. You can find it on the Unreal Marketplace, and the link is available in the video description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to render your tale with us.